So what do you do when you have a communication breakdown with a client? I'm sure you've had it. I know I've had it. And it's challenging, especially if this might be a client, it could be a potential client that you want to, get their business, or it could be somebody who you've been doing business with and there's some breakdown because of a problem. Maybe the delivery issue, or maybe they misunderstood what you wrote them in an email, or maybe you haven't delivered on time, So it's a variety of different things that might happen. I'm not sure, but I know for me, sometimes there has been a situation where there is a communication with a breakdown with a client. So first of all, the worst thing you can do is blame your client. You don't want to blame your client. Even if it is your client's fault, don't blame them. I think that immediately you're going to lose your client. Mm-hmm. Because you're not perfect. So don't assume your communication is flawless and that you always, whatever you do is perfect. And you don't want to tell them that you're going to call your lawyer because there's a big problem here and they're angry with you and you're angry with them. So here's what I recommend you do. Okay, I have 3 suggestions. First of all, you do try and understand them. Communicate with them. Talk about the breakdown, the misunderstanding. And then remember, it takes 2 people to tango. And so if you don't try and work it out with the client, nothing's going to happen. You're both going to walk away mad, and that'll be the end of it. You'll never see them again. And that's not what you want. Why do I say that, though? It's really important because even if things don't work out with this client, you don't want to walk away and be angry, because then you leave a bad taste with them. So you end it in a positive, constructive way, because it's your reputation that counts. So it's really important that even if it didn't work out, you still want to leave on a positive note, so that if somebody comes to them and they ask about you, they don't badmouth you. That, I think, is really, really important to consider. And then think about the process that you're going to go through. Do you send them too many emails? Do you pick up the phone and call? What do you do? And I would suggest pick up the phone and call. Or, of course, it's hard to get to see them face to face these days. If you could, that would be ideal. So my recommendation is pick up the phone, have that conversation with them, because sending emails back and forth, it becomes very tedious. And you have to sit and type out that email, and then you have to make sure, and it takes forever to get the words right. So that's why when you pick up the phone and you have that conversation, you always have that opportunity to read the person and be able to respond in a way where you say the right words to them that they want to hear. And you also want to listen to them, because if you don't listen to them, then you don't know what the problem is. So remember, communication is about them, not just about you. So if you have a communication with breakdown in communication, what you really want to do is don't jump to conclusions. Don't start to, type things out. Try to rebuild that bridge between the two of you. And you'll find that in the end, you'll be much happier, because whether the client says, I don't want to deal with you anymore, it didn't work out, that's fine. At least you leave on a positive note. Or the ultimate is to be able to fix the problem and then continue and go forward with the client. So those are my suggestions if you have had a communication breakdown with a client.